Hello and welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning into Between the Covers. It's Thursday, 7 p.m. GMT, the 24th of August, and you could have chosen to be anywhere, but you've chosen to be here today. So thank you so much. If you're watching, please do tap the screen, show us some love, make a comment, let us know where you're watching from and what your name is. That would be awesome. And if you find this broadcast of value and worth, please do share this with your network. And if you're watching on the replay, put in that old hashtag replay. So if you're watching for the first time, who am I? My name is Daniela Blecknar. I am an author, book journey mentor, and founder of a company called Conscious Dreams Publishing, and we transform diverse writers into successful published authors. You'll see some of the bookshelves, some of the books on the bookshelf behind me are just some of the 200 plus books we've published over the last 6 years. I've mentored over 300 authors, helping them to just upskill in terms of writing, publishing, book marketing, social media, confidence, which is really important, and speaking. All of these facets are so important when you're publishing a book. So if you're watching this show, what is it about and why is it called Between the Covers? Between the Covers is about getting up close and personal with authors and finding out what it actually takes to create, publish and distribute a book. It's so easy to look at a book and think, that was a good book, but not actually know the blood, sweat and tears, or the journey, I call it, behind the creation of that book. So today we're going to delve in. It's also a place where I speak with experts from the publishing industry who talk about their what they do. Last week, if you missed that, you got to tune in. I spoke with Nick Wells, who is the founder of Flame Tree Publishing, and they produce the most gorgeous books. One of them has been Hidden Realms, Alternate History, African Myths and Legends. A book that I'm helping him to source writers for at the moment is called African Ghost Stories. So if you have a ghost story that you think fits this topic, then the deadline is now being extended to, I think it's the 17th of September. And I am on the selection board. So do please just drop me an email. I'll put my email in the chat. Or if you go through any of my social media, or if you're signed up to our newsletters, if not, why not? You'll have more information there. Or just check out the interview that I did before on my YouTube channel. So it's very easy to find, but I will put the link in the comments, and you can enter your very own short story and be part of this anthology and get paid for it. A paid opportunity for writers. So today, who am I speaking with today? I am speaking to a lovely lady called Nthabi. We met just after lockdown. She wrote a beautiful book with her, well, she's not 6 anymore, but her 6-year-old granddaughter at the time. It was through her perspective, and she helped her to write the book. And we have an 11-year-old, she was 9 at the time, illustrator of this beautiful book, Lockdown at Gogo's. Let's bring her in. They're holding up the book, I can see. Hey, show us some love, tap the screen, and let's say hello to this awesome, amazing, let me turn this music off, this awesome, amazing Nthabi. There's Nthabi Faka-Juqula. Have I said that correctly?
Juqula.
Juqula. Oh.
Yes, pronounce everything. Don't swallow.
Juqula.
Yes, Juqula.
Doing today, you've got your 2 lovely granddaughters with you.
Yes, I have. Yes.
Amazing. And is this your first interview or first live interview about your book, Lockdown at Gogo's? Is this your first live interview about the book?
It is my very first time, yes, because it's the first book that has been published successfully.
All right. And you are now a published author. How do you feel?
Well, that's very strange, because when people ask me and say, what do you do? I now can say, I'm an author.
Yay!
I know how to describe myself.
I like it. I like it. Can I just ask, actually, because the sound is, I can tell that the sound is echoing. Do you have another device on at the same time?
Do I have what, sorry?
Do you have like another device on at the same time, or is because I can hear there's an echo?
The echo. No, we don't have any other device.
No
Maybe
problem.
it's the area. I don't know.
Okay. If you're watching, please let us know if the sound is okay. If the sound is okay, that is amazing. But if you could let us know, that would be fantastic. So, lockdown at Gogo's. Tell us, Nthabi, what is lockdown at Gogo's all about?
Right, from the beginning to the end?
From the middle. not giving away the story. What's the kind of inspiration behind it, and what's it about?
Right, okay. I live alone because all my children have left home now, and they've got their own lives. So fortunately for me, when lockdown, descended upon us, they all came to me, and my daughter and her two daughters came to stay with me. And that's when we decided that we need to be doing things together, because their mother was actually working from home. So she had no time to spend with the children doing things that children like doing, like playing, basically. So I was the alternative. I had to start, doing things with them. And we did quite a lot, actually. I am very, very impressed by them, and especially by myself, having got engaged in actually doing things that I would normally not do, like hula hooping. The only thing I didn't do really is get onto the trampoline. But, we did quite a lot, especially in terms of reading. I was taking them to the libraries to read. And strange enough, in our library, it's called Marcus Garvey. It's very near my home. We would go there and not find a lot of people there. We were probably the only, 3 of us there, with the staff around, and we had the whole library to ourselves.
Yes, I would have loved that.
Yes. And the girls were running around and they were really enjoying themselves. So we read quite a lot together. And, the funny bit is that Nehanda always likes to do, what is it that you like to do, by the way? To act out. When her sister is reading, she will be acting out what her sister is reading about. So, by the way, she says she wants to be a performer of some kind. But anyway, that's a topic. Yes. So then, because I normally do read on my own, and I do pen down, experiences a lot. So every time we've been engaged in some form of activity, afterwards I'd sit down and just, write notes about our activities. So that's how it came about that I should think of writing a book. But to be honest, I was inspired by Dee, who is, one of the, Black women who is, doing the same kind of job you're doing, Danny, encouraging authors to come out and tell their stories.
Is this Dee Bailey?
Dee Bailey, yes.
Oh, awesome, yes. Okay.
That's right.
Her event, didn't we?
Yes, that's right. My friend, actually, and some of her colleagues, she lives in Luton. Her name is Hanifa Mohammed. She and Dee and the other women wrote a book about lockdown. They called it Inner Lockdown. And then afterwards, they wrote a book which is called Outer London. Outer Lockdown.
Outer Lockdown.
That's right. And then that's where I got the inspiration from and said, well, with my experiences and my grandchildren, I can write about lockdown as well. And then afterwards, I bought your book because you also wrote something about lockdown, didn't you?
Oh, so you had before we even spoke?
No. I had it afterwards.
Oh, I see.
But, at least it's just confirmed that, talking about lockdown and sharing experiences about lockdown was very important. So that's how it came about, really and truly.
I think it was such a... Oh, sorry, the feedback is really bad. Dorothy, I think you're watching. Can you let me know if the sound on my microphone is pretty bad, or just let me know, please? That would be great. Okay. Oh, I see someone else has come into the back. Okay, so I think that size of time is a very difficult and challenging time for so many different reasons. But I think also within that time there was a beauty in terms of people getting to know themselves a bit better, slow down, stop rushing around, stop going here, there, and everywhere, and also having a chance to spend quality time with people that you loved. And I love the fact that, you know, you lived alone and then you found yourself, you know, 3 generations under one roof with your lovely granddaughters. It was a chance for them to, you know, learn some wisdom from you, Gogo. Gogo is Nthabi's nickname. Can you just tell us what Gogo means as well?
No, actually, it's not a nickname. Gogo in our South African language, which is Zulu, it means grandma. So for the children, when they're growing up, it was easy for them to say Gogo rather than actually saying my full name. But they can say my full name now, but when they were younger, they couldn't. So Gogo, you know, was, you know, preferable because it was easy.
So it's actually grandma.
That's right, yes.
Okay, thank you for correcting me. So you, Nehanda and Palesa got to learn some things from Gogo, and you got to teach Gogo some things as well, didn't you? Can you tell us, first introduce yourself and tell us some of the things that you got to teach Gogo?
Well, my name's Palesa, and I definitely taught Gogo how to hula hoop for longer than 2 minutes because I like doing hula hooping, and I hold the record for hula hooping for very long.
Wow, can you hula hoop for 2 minutes?
Yeah.
You can. Wow, that's impressive. Maybe you can teach me. I need to learn how to hula hoop. And Nehanda, what about you?
I taught Gogo a lot of acting when Pally reads books. I used to act it out a lot.
Wow, you said the book. And was there any particular stories that you really liked that Gogo read to you?
What was that book, Palesa, that you liked? The book that you used to read? Well, sorry, they can't remember now. But we used to read quite a lot of books.
But the book
from the library.
I think you mentioned a book in the book, don't you? So if you want to find out what that book is, get the book then, please.
Yeah.
So tell us, Palesa, you did some of the illustrations, didn't you? Can you show us a few of the illustrations and tell us how that process went? How did you kind of decide what images you were going to use?
So by the script that Gogo gave me, I could draw what I wanted, like the front cover, us on the trampoline. Yeah. We did, and like Gogo would like describe it to me how I could draw it, and I would draw it like that. And like sometimes she'll give me a picture, and I'll try and copy the picture. Like this one, she took a picture.
Let's see that up close. Lovely, that's gorgeous.
She'll give me a picture of all of our cousins because it was all eating isolate, and I had to try and copy it as well as I could when I was 9 years old.
And is that something you've always loved doing? You're 11 now, aren't you? But is that something you've always loved doing, drawing?
I do. I love drawing, and I love like making stuff and painting, and I like maybe like creating stuff and seeing what I can work with around the house, because one of the pictures, maybe the first picture I made, I didn't have any colors. I only had a biro pen to work with this one. And then after I got some coloring pencils, but before I only had like one pen to work with to draw it.
Oh, wow. That's very resourceful. So you did that in biro first and then colored in.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And how does it feel to have your own illustrations in a book and to look at the cover and think, I did that, look at that?
It feels amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I tell you what, we've got Dee Bailey on, who we spoke about earlier. She says, greetings, everyone. Hi, Dee. We were just talking about you earlier and your book, Life in a Lockdown. Hanifa says, hi, everyone. So good to see my friend Nthabi and her grandchildren speaking about their writing journey. I'm proud of them and the book they have written together. Well done. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much for that message. So, Nehanda, tell us a little bit about, because it's told through your eyes, isn't it? Tell us a bit about that. Did you help Gogo with some ideas and talk about how lockdown was for you? How did that work?
So I told Gogo that we liked jumping on the trampoline and all, because it was lockdown and we couldn't go many places. So, and then Gogo gave the idea to Pally to do the front cover of jumping on the trampoline.
Oh,
Following me, everyone, and asking questions.
What was that, Gogo?
Yes, I was just saying that she's forgotten that she was following me everywhere, asking me questions, some of which I couldn't answer. And, and she used to say to me, you don't know everything, do you? But, I also know a lot, about things. And that's how actually we got very close with Nehanda, because we were communicating more than other people in the house.
Nehanda, I think what you did was really good. Even though you might have followed Gogo a lot, what you did is you got to learn lots of things, didn't you? And it also helped with you getting lots of ideas for your book too. So never lose that thirst for asking questions and for learning as well. I think that's really positive. That's lovely. But I met the three of you for the first time in June at Dee Bailey's Black Bookcase, and you launched your book there, didn't you, on the 3rd of June? And I met the three of you, and you came up and you spoke for the first time. So starting with Nthabi, how does that feel?
Right. How does that feel?
Come up and speak to the audience for the first time and share your book.
I mean, I was so anxious before that, and I just didn't think I might be able to, send a message across. But once I was on that stage, I just got the energy, because also you were around there, being a massive support for us. So it really felt good, because I was able to articulate, what the book was all about. And for me, especially, it was important for people to see that, we all have stories that we can share with others, especially grandmothers. I'm actually focusing on grandmothers, because a lot of the times we are left at home, sometimes just twiddling our fingers, not knowing what to do. And if there was a grandmother out there, I'm still saying it, if there was a grandmother out there who didn't know what to do, just take pen and paper. And nowadays, actually, it's not difficult to write a book. As long as you write down notes about what you're going through or experiencing, there are a lot of companies out there that will do, like your company, Danny, that will do the proofreading, the typesetting, the editing. So we don't have to do that ourselves. Just pick up a pen and write. And also, to be honest, our experiences as grandmas are not fully appreciated. I believe, I might be the only one who does that. I believe that we are sometimes taken for granted, that our role is to babysit and then do all the things that grandmothers do, but, without being appreciated. By sharing our experiences, I think, people will realize that there is more to it than meets the eye.
Thank you so much for that. I think you said a lot there, but I just want to pick up on the last bit you said. I think there's something really beautiful about having, that relationship between grandchildren and grandparents. Unfortunately, I never knew mine apart from my granny, but she left us when I was very young, so I didn't get to form that relationship. And I think those relationships are so important because it's wisdom, it's your ancestry, you know, it's the stories being passed down, but then it's from the other side, you learning about, you know, life from your grandchildren's perspective, you know, and that there's so much that could be shared between you, and you've kind of packaged it in this beautiful book that captures this really unique period of time in our lives that we've all gone through, and you've all been part of that. So yeah, there you go. And I think that's absolutely beautiful. Nehanda, seeing as you are a performer, you want to be a performer, would you like to read some of the book?
Yeah.
You can choose any part you want.
What page number is it?
Maybe just a page.
Just say the page. Is it? Well, tell the page.
My
Page number.
page number 10.
I'll read it.
My oldest sister thinks she is different from me, as she's 4 years older. When she washes her hands, she does not sing the happy birthday song. She thinks it's for babies, despite that the fact I've told her so many times that I'm not a baby anymore. Instead, she sings Alicia Keys' song called This Girl Is on Fire. Gogo was surprised at this. She asked her how she knew that song, and worst of all, how she came to know Alicia Keys. The American singer is the same age as our mother, i.e., in her early or middle 30s. According to us, she's old anyways.
That's not old.
Gogo and I were impressed, and Gogo went on to videotape my sister's singing the song. She sang it very well and very loudly. Actually, I thought she was screaming. Her voice invaded my ears. She is also quite the performer. Even though I was a bit jealous, I went on to applaud her, which is not always the case, as she and I always fight for attention, especially from Gogo.
I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Well, would you like to sing This Girl Is on Fire for all of us, and we can give you an applause? Maybe just 2 lines.
Yeah.
You don't have to. If you
Go
want
on,
to.
Penny.
Okay.
Yeah.
This girl is on fire!
Excellent. Nehanda, that was really well read, and Palesa, that was really lovely. That's really well sung as well. You're very inspirational, and I just love your confidence and how you spoke about the journey. All 3 of you actually at Dee Bailey's event in June. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with you. I can see Hanifa in the back end of the StreamYard, so I'm not sure whether this means she wanted to come into the interview. What I might do is just quickly pull her in. Seeing as she's here. I don't know if she knows she's here, but I'll bring her in to say hello. Hello, Hanifa. How are you? Oh, your mic is on silent. Your mic is off.
Yes.
Hello.
I think I'm on now. Is that right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
How are you?
Hello. Hi, Nthabi, and hello, children.
Hi.
You. Danti
Hi.
here. It is an absolute thrill, Danny, to be a part of this part of this journey of Gogo, Nthabi, my friend, and my sister, and her grandchildren. I'm so proud of them all for the book they have created together as a family. I roared with laughter with the illustration. I just think they are awesome. The story is amazing. The journey is amazing, and these girls are something else. I say to everyone out there, watch out for them because they're coming for you. These are very bright children. They are bright girls. And if they have created this at this stage, goodness only knows what they will do for the future. So keep going, girls. You're on a wonderful, wonderful journey. Your grandma, you are so blessed to have your grandma in your midst and with you, being a part of your journey, your life. So, and she's a part of my life too. She's my big sister. She's your grandmother. So, you know, I just wanted to say I'm so proud. So proud of you. I wasn't planning to this one, but
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in. So I know that you're an author too and a soul empowerment coach. And thank you so much for guiding Nthabi through the process as well. And I think we've connected on Facebook. So thanks for recommending us too. Girls, it has been an absolute pleasure to watch you grow, to see your illustrations, to witness your illustrations here in the book, and for us to help you bring your vision to life. Maybe the two of you might write a book yourselves one day. Maybe you might collaborate on another book with Gogo. You know, there's so many opportunities and doors open for you now. So Gogo, I want to say thank you for having the because I know a lot of the things, and it was beautiful hearing you talking about editing and typesetting, because I know this is all completely new to you. So thank you for having the bravery and also the passion to really, I know how much you really wanted to get this book done, and for crossing all of those hurdles and meeting those challenges head on, especially technical ones, because
I know
when it's brand new, it's not easy.
Yes.
Understanding the whole thing, and you've done amazingly well. So I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask kind of to finish off. First of all, if you are watching, if you have any questions, you can throw those questions up. Even if you're watching on the replay, we'll come back and answer them. If you want a copy of the book, they are in the link above. I'll also put it in the link below in the chat. Lockdown at Gogo's is available. Look at that. It's available at the Conscious Dreams Publishing, Conscious Dreams Bookshop, and all good retailers, no matter what country you're in. Here you go. Look, we'll do a book dance.
Yes. They do that very well. Yes.
So I'm going to ask you sort of 1 in 10. Do you have any wise words to pass on to your audience?
What I really want to say is that, I mean, the usual thing is that, you know, never put yourself down, because whatever you want to do, you can do it. You know, a lot of the times we tend to, you know, beat ourselves up, you know, trying to compare ourselves with other people, but really and truly, you know, follow your instinct. If whatever you want to do, you know, is revealed to you, just get on it, do it, just get on it and do it. That's all I can say, really, because this is what I have done, you know, during that lockdown period. I thought about it and I said, I'm going to do it, and I have done it. Okay, very much appreciate your support, Danny, because I'm not sure whether I would have done it completely without it. But here we are today, you know, together, the same stage, you know, doing what we like doing. You know, I'd love to thank you very much for that support.
My absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. And I'm going to echo here what Dee May says. She says, so inspiring. So thank you. Thank you for seeing it through as well. Nehanda, what would you like to tell the audience today?
To never give up and always be determined forever what else happens.
Oh, that's fantastic advice. Thank you so much for that. I hope you're taking notes if you're watching. Palesa, what would you like to leave the audience with?
always believe in yourself and never give up because you never know what happens next.
Honestly, you two together, you are just absolutely phenomenal, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you're going to bring next to the world. I'm sure that this is just the beginning. It's such a wonderful idea, and the fact that you've kind of done it all three together with your three different skills has been brilliant. Maybe you might incorporate some singing in the next project.
They wanted to tell you about the next project, actually.
Oh, please tell me, what's the next project?
So we're making a new book about our little sister who is 5 months old.
Oh, wow. So you two are big sisters now. Okay. I look forward to hearing more about that project. We'll keep that tight-lipped.
Yeah.
And people will wait to see what comes. But that sounds very, very exciting. Can I ask, will you be illustrating this one again, Palesa?
I think me and Nehanda both illustrate this time.
You're both going to illustrate it this time. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Ladies, girls, it has been absolutely beautiful interviewing you today. Thank you so much for your time. And if you're watching, please do grab a copy of the book Lockdown at Gogo's beautiful book that captures this magical period in time, well, bizarre period in time, but also the experience of grandmother and granddaughters living together under one roof, something that gave us the opportunity to really treasure over that time. Let's not forget to treasure our family and our loved ones, and creating that quality time and learning from our elders and learning from our youngers as well. Our younger generation too.
Yes.
So I just want to say thank you everybody for tuning in. Please do tune in, because next week I'm going to be interviewing another book mentor. I've known him for a while, actually. We've started out around the similar sort of time. His name is Tunji Olajimi, and he is running an all-day event called Publish and Profit Authorpreneurs Live. It's going to be on September the 16th. I'll be one of the speakers. It's going to be a great day, and he's going to come on and talk a little bit more about that event. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I will see you next Thursday, 7 p.m. GMT. Not sure what's happened to my camera. 2 p.m. PST. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Oh, Janine, you're saying hello. We're just about to say bye-bye. So bye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.